Alright. This is really hard to do, but it's been such an issue for so long. The Pasco Sheriff does not want to touch this. They don't want to do anything with it. So a lot of people don't want to do anything with this. A lot of people have seen this before. And I'm going to show it to you. Again. I know I go back. This is like so nerve-wracking. Dog snoring. Everyone says you cry about a trust and mommy's money or daddy's money. I've been cheated by this whole family. They've tried to murder me. They've sexually abused me. They've financially abused me. They've physically abused me. They've emotionally abused me. This right here, once again, I don't know why I went to that. Those are the letters I sent. Let me go back to this is the one smoking gun that I found. And the Pasco Sheriff does not want to listen to this. They don't want to hear it. This is a federal crime. These I've counted 2 felonies and two Class B felonies and 2 Class A misdemeanors. That looks like my dad's handwriting, but it may or may not be. The undersigned trustee as trustee under the Tailing Family Trust, dated August 12, 1999, and amendments thereto, if any, has full and absolute power in said trust agreement to convey any interest in real estate and improvements thereon held in said trust, and no purchaser or third party shall be bound to inquire whether the trustee has said power. What the fuck? Or is properly exercising said power to see to the trust application of any trust asset paid to the trustee for conveyance therefore of. This certificate is given pursuant to New Hampshire RSA 565-A7 :11, whatever it is. Executed this 28th day of October 2003. It's a bunch of scammery. It's just total scams. And then it continues. Tailing Family Trust. Patricia M. Tailing. Patricia M. Tailing, trustee. State of New Hampshire, County of Hillsborough. The foregoing was acknowledged to me before this. He acknowledged this shit. Acknowledged it. 2003, but Patricia Tailing, M. Trustee of the Tailing Family Trust. Jonathan Tailing. Notary Public. Trustee. Or Notary Public. Justice of the Peace. And here's his Notary the Public seal. It's insane. I don't want that because that's already gone out. Let's get rid of that. But you can't give these people any more leverage than they already have. I want to show. This computer's so slow. I can do it now. Oh, here we go. Raymond, Fred. We don't need that. We don't need this. We don't need this. USC Law Review. I don't prove these people are criminals. All the sexual abuse, all the financial abuse, all the physical abuse, all the emotional abuse. This one thing leads to it all. If they do this one thing, they do everything else. The official role of public notary. I took notes on this. I took notes on it. I'll show you the notes. I'm going to read them. You can read them yourself. I took them out of 88 pages of this. This computer catches up. While not everything that looks like conflict of interest is one, there are times when your connection to the signer or transaction might inappropriately influence your conduct when, and this is in a representative capacity, for on behalf of a corporation, partnership, or other entity, as an authorized officer, agent, or partnership, trustee, or another representative. I want to show what I wrote. I just can't. Making a protest. Notarial officers. Jonathan is a notarial officer. It's called a disqualifying interest. Notarial officers verify, sign, or identify as a fiduciary of the public. As a result, the notary is expected to perform with integrity and diligence. The endorsement by 2 New Hampshire notifies notaries, public, and the person registered to vote requires more than just the endorser's signature of application. It requires the endorser actually gives his approval in support of the applicant. Such approval requires that the endorser, at a minimum, personally know the applicant and believe that he or she is of the character consistent with the honesty and integrity required of the notary public. I think my mother put this person up to it. It was grooming. It was total grooming. Acknowledgement it made in an individual capacity or in a representative capacity. I want to get to the crimes. But acknowledgement, you're acting as a representative of the public. You're an official freaking you're a government official. Bribery. Conflicts of interest. All notarial officers, which would be my brother Jonathan Teeling, addressed in this manual have both statutory and common law duty to avoid conflicts of interest. The performance of their duties, a conflict of interest is a real or seeming incompatibility between one's private interest and one's public fiduciary duties. He's a party of that trust. I'm a party of that trust. This lady is trying to kill me. She's trying to have me put in prison. She's trying to have me put in a mental institution over this money. This fucking money. For example, notaries public are prohibited by statute from taking a deposition in lawsuit if a relative is party to the action or if he or she has a financial interest in the outcome. In such a case, the New Hampshire Supreme Court found that conflict of interest existed where a deposition was taken before a justice of the peace. Let me get bribery. I believe my mother groomed this person, and there's no excuse. He went to college and I was told he had a history degree, and then he was a master's of international business. And I got this master's degree hung over my head. That guy's a lot smarter than me. He's a crook. He's a total crook. Purchased a public office. I'm sure my mother paid to get him put in that office. Code of professional responsibility. A notary shall, as a government officer and public servant, serve all the public in an honest, fair, and unbiased manner. The notary shall act as an impartial witness. Impartial. And he's notarizing shit that's in his own interest. Not for profit or gain from any document or transaction requiring a notarial act. I mean, what's it? Read this at your leisure. Penalties. This is what I want to get to. I want to make this short because this shit's already been sent off. Penalties for unlawful acts. New Hampshire law sets forth penalties for the commission of unlawful acts by applicants or by those who have already been appointed notarial officers. A notarial officer who's negligently or recklessly commits any of the first 3 lawful acts listed above is subject to a civil penalty up to $1,000 per violation. These penalties are paid to the Secretary of State for deposit into the general fund. A notarial officer who purposely or knowingly commits any of the listed acts is guilty of a Class A misdemeanor. A notarial officer who makes a notarial act knowing he or she is not authorized to do so is also guilty of a Class A misdemeanor. New Hampshire law authorizes the Attorney General to notify a suspected violator of the state's intention to seek a civil penalty and may negotiate settlement with suspected violators without court's action. There's Class B misdemeanors. There's Class B misdemeanors, Class A felonies. These people, no one will look at them. The Pasco Sheriff, I will share that video as soon as I get internet. They keep saying it's civil, it's civil. This right here is, if not on state, it's federal. These people have committed crimes. This lady has tried to kill me. They're covering this up. The proof is in the pudding right here. These are one thing that I have from them. One freaking thing. Patricia M. Teeling, trustee, with Jonathan Teeling signing for it. It's unbelievable. And no one will look. And I've told the judges, and they don't want to look. They don't want to do anything. Patricia M. Teeling, Jonathan M. Teeling, notary of the public. It's a disqualified interest. This is disgusting. This lady has tried to kill me. These people have financially abused me. They've sexually abused me. Mentally abused me. They need to be stopped. And no one's doing anything about it. Judge Frank Gray, he has all of this. Judge DeClay Mansfield has all of this. None of them done anything about it. This is the kind of sick shit you're dealing with. These people are criminals. I'm putting this up. There's much more. There's so much more going to add to this. But this is the basis of it. I'm not going to elaborate further. I might later.